What's up, guys? Hype Nation. Here we go. Pomona, the Glass House. As you can tell around me, assuming we survive. How we doing, guys?
Doing pretty good.
Doing what else?
So let's introduce ourselves. Let's start that way and go this way.
Johnny Silva, play guitar.
Chris Pastos, I play the drums.
Adrian, I sing.
Phil Adams, I play guitar.
Joe Lawson, I play bass.
So you guys, last year, because it's 2015, 2014, what a year for Assuming We Survive.
Heck yeah.
Let's start with Mary Meltdown, acoustic performance. How did that go?
That was awesome. We don't play a lot of acoustic shows. I mean, the last one we did was with Switchfoot at M15 in Corona. What happened? What'd you say?
No, go ahead.
Oh, okay. All right. But that was the last one we did. And then I don't know what to do with my hands. It's always different playing acoustic. It's a totally different vibe. When we play live with the full band, I mean, there's so much energy. And so to capture the acoustic energy is a whole different story. But it's always fun. It's different. And the songs it kind of breathes new life to the songs because they're normally played fully electric, and playing them acoustic is such a different swing of things. So it's a lot of fun. And Mary Meltdown was awesome just to be invited back to play that VIP pre-party and see a bunch of friends that were playing that venue and supporting our boys, and as you were for winning this year. So it's pretty awesome. Pretty stoked.
So you guys, how did the fans react to the acoustic set? I mean,
I think it went really, really well.
That was the first time we did acoustic with me because I played a cajon, and usually we just do them four, and then just sit and watch. But it was the first time we did cajon, and the response was pretty cool.
Yep.
We got back spasms because of that. But
wow, backspin. How'd you guys feel about it?
I had a great time, actually.
Yeah.
I like playing acoustic. It's definitely, like Adrian was saying, it's a different animal for us, a different side of music and whatnot. But it's definitely fun. Having Chris holding down the tempo is super awesome because we have played acoustic before without him, and you kind of got to just go with, playing with each other, kind of following each other. And when I say
we do that often.
Is that weird that I did that, playing with each other?
Take a nice head, Chris, in the middle of
And
the
we can edit that out later. No, it was a great time. Everyone was really cool. The response was great. We got to kick it all night, and I had actually a bucket list crossed off. I got to stand on stage while Pennywise played Broham, and I got to sing Broham with Pennywise, which was like beyond amazing.
Awesome. So
that was really cool. But the acoustic set was awesome. Everyone I felt did great in my band, and I was very proud of them, and the crowd was awesome too. So it was great.
Yep. What he said.
I second that.
Said a lot.
so respectful, dude.
Yeah, I know. So proper.
So 7, I think you guys should be the kings of the Battle of the Bands because you guys have won 7. Let's just talk about the experiences, what have come from that, and what did you guys get to do after you won the battles?
Well, do you got to handle that, John?
No, I mean, it's cool because the battle bands reach out to a lot of fans that you don't normally have. Like, you can get the cross network between other bands, like their fans, and that's a good thing about those events. I mean, it sucks to put competitiveness to music, I think, because I don't think music is really set up that way. It's an art, it's all relative to whoever the listener is at that point. But they're awesome because it does give you that opportunity to put yourself on a platform, and it does give you a little more attention, and it does give you that motivation to the next one. And we were able to do, we had 2 in 2012, and then we did 5 in 2013. And I think that was just kind of like the icing on the cake for us as a local band, like kind of establishing ourselves, and we're ready for the next steps to see what's going on. And we didn't even enter anything in 2014.
And it gave us opportunities to open up for bands who we grew up listening to, like
right.
Bad Religion and Alkaline Trio, Korn.
Events in the Fold.
Well, that was more like a festival, but
Still, you were
festival
players.
That was
awesome.
ridiculous.
And the cool thing about that one, that was the Aftershock in Sacramento. The cool thing about that one, that was the day we got sponsored by Ernie Ball, officially sponsored.
Big shout out to Ernie Ball.
And huge shout out to them. They were awesome. They gave us a van, they paid for our van, hotels, per diems, and they gave the boys, really expensive, awesome guitars, whatever they wanted. And they've always backed us. They always take care of us. Like NAMM, if you're not familiar with NAMM, it's a big music expo. They always take care of us. We always got our passes so we can network and get other sponsors. So huge. I think that was the big step for us, getting sponsored by them. That was like, winning all the battles and then getting sponsored by that company was just like, man, okay, we're doing the right thing. So we're super stoked.
That's cool too because we were able to meet our manager actually at that Aftershock show.
Yeah, that's right.
At the time, obviously, we had no idea he was going to be our manager, but it stemmed out of a friendship that was like, hey, my buddy plays drums for Falling Reverse, go make sure you go say hi. And we were kind of like, oh, okay, we'll go say hi to the guy. We don't really know him, but long story short, now he's a manager and he's doing tons of work. So Ryan Seaman,
Yeah, big
thank
shout
you.
out. Nothing, love.
Yeah.
If I could hug you right now, TV world, whatever. Just hug you. Yeah.
Pomona.
Give him a hug.
Love that guy. Love that guy.
So was there ever like a band or anything where you guys were just, you were like, holy shit, we're playing with.
Honestly, there's a lot of those.
Yeah.
There's a
Yeah,
lot of those, which is
definitely.
awesome. We're so privileged and honored to be able to do that and play with bands that we grew up listening to and that we love and truly adore. And the most recent, which was mind-blowing for us, was opening up for Atreyu. And they had 2 dates at the Observatory in Santa Ana, but the date they chose us to play to open up direct support was The Curse, the album The Curse in its entirety, which is huge because I know I speak for most of us here, like that album was amazing. And to get asked to open up for them at that show specifically was just,
Yeah, being the only band too. That was
yeah, it was just us and them.
They
So
gave us
that
a
was just
40-minute
crazy.
set, which is basically
Really?
yeah, that's like on the headline set.
Yeah.
Almost, you know?
Yeah.
So they let us showcase ourselves to all these new fans, and we gained tons of
Yeah,
them.
we gained tons of
Our
fans.
numbers
There's a lot of
jumped.
fans coming
Expect to see
tonight
more
off
tonight.
that show, and
Right.
that's awesome, you know, and that's what it's about. You know, every show we like at least a few people to go home and, you know, check us out and come back to the next show, and that happens a lot, which we're really fortunate for that. So we have an amazing fan base and support system,
Huge support.
and even bands that support us a lot, you know, and like
It's
push for us, like the boys in Strung Out, and
And that's what I was gonna say. For me, like, for 9 years, you know, I grew up being a big Strung Out fan, and like, we finally got to play with Strung Out, and that was like, for me, that was just a dream come true. I think I like teared up that night. I was just
That was a
oh my
fun
God,
night.
like, it wasn't even the biggest show. It was like a smaller venue, and it was a pretty intimate place. As far as like the crowd, you know, it was a smaller crowd. As far as, you know, it was just a smaller venue, and like, you know, I always grew up dreaming of playing with Strung Out, so that was killer. I
Yeah,
mean,
that inspires a lot of people.
we're all like so humbly like grateful for some of these bands we've had the opportunity to play with. It's crazy, like it's so surreal. It's like, you know, bands like Korn, Stone Temple Pilots,
The Used.
Oh yeah, The Used. Like
Yeah, that was
these
great.
bands, like we really are grateful for them musically. You know, I mean, any band we've had the chance to play with, we're grateful to play with. But like the bigger bands we've had the opportunity to play with, extremely surreal. Like
Yeah.
it's really cool, and we're grateful, and we definitely try to just, you know, do our best and feed off it. And
Steel Panther.
Steel Panther was awesome,
that was
man.
a great night. That's
Steel
when we
Panther
met
was
Ron
great,
Jeremy,
man.
like,
Yeah.
backstage.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
And everybody was like scared to shake his hand.
I was, yeah.
I wouldn't shake his hand.
Yeah, Ron
Sorry,
Jeremy's walking
sorry,
in our
Ron,
dressing room
you're
looking for
overseas.
soda.
Right.
Yeah.
Is that code for cocaine? Or you really want coke? Like,
Oh, what about at the U show when you guys were all standing around and Andy Dick came behind you?
That was
And it's
the
like,
party, the
hey,
pre-party.
do you guys got cocaine? And you're like, no. He's like, all right, I'll take a picture with you.
Oh, I'm not gonna take a picture of you then. I'm like, right, oh, no, I'm just kidding, I will. That was
So
fun.
Andy Dick, if you don't give him cocaine, we'll take a picture with you for future reference.
So super humbled by all those experiences, and it, like you know, we said it's like growing up, loving music, and knowing that. I'm pretty sure we all knew that we were going to be in a band at some point. You know, that we love music to that level, that extent, and to grow up to these bands that we completely adore and having the pleasure of playing with them is like dude, there's no words. There's no words for that, you know. And it's like it's so reassuring to us that we're doing the right thing and we're making the right steps and being humble with our band and just working hard and connecting with our fans. That's another thing. Like we have the most amazing support system. I'll say that a trillion times.
Yeah,
Our
for
fans
sure.
are amazing. I know every band says that, and it's super cliche, but I mean we do. We have a great support system, and like we couldn't do it without our friends and fans. It just wouldn't happen.
Definitely.
You know, we'd be back in the
Yeah, for
garage
sure.
or just in the garage playing, you know. So,
So the EP you guys just dropped, was it in September thereabouts?
Yeah, right.
The self-titled?
Yeah, let's talk about that.
That was just like, we just kind of wanted to keep some momentum going. So, you know, it's just a 3-song EP, real small, you
It's
know.
awesome, by the way.
Sure, thank you very much. We appreciate that. We just wanted to keep some momentum going, and you know, we had our producer who we really love, Chris Como, who played in the Rain Drive. He's been in some other, you know, really great bands, Filling In and whatnot. We kept it simple. We did 3 songs. We self-titled it because we felt like it was only 3 tracks. It was kind of, I don't know, it was kind of just something to keep the ball moving.
Yeah,
and,
just
you
kind of
know,
a filler, you know, because we're in between writing an album right now. Like,
Right.
that's our goal. Like after the show tonight, we're going to be pretty much locked in the studio, writing and recording for the next 4 or 5 months. Because our goal is to have a new album out by summer, hopefully.
and a
And,
full length.
Yeah, full length. It'll be our debut full length for sure, and that's going to be a big step for us too. It's
Yeah,
gonna
I'm
be
so
cool.
excited.
Yeah.
So
You just
excited.
threw us into our next question,
Yeah.
which is tonight, Pomona Glass House. after tonight, you guys are gonna be locked in the studio. So what kind of surprises you have for the fans?
Well, I'm pretty sure like teasers and stuff. We are playing Vegas on the 7th of February.
Yeah.
So we're playing Vegas, and Vegas is always good to us, and we always have a blast there. But
as far as the album, like Johnny being a new member of the band, like he's brought a lot of new flavor to the band, which is really refreshing. And it sounds more mature in a sense. You're not saying that our music wasn't mature, but it's progressing. So that's a huge step for us too. And I feel like the fans are really going to get something that they didn't expect, but it'll be pleasing, very pleasing. So. Guys, he's an alright guitar player, but
Yeah, he's alright. And he's 400 so that kind of sucks.
it's nice. The new songs are already like in the first. We already have about 5 or 6 that we're kind of jamming on at the moment.
Yeah, so
That are pretty much complete. Ready to like start tweaking on them in pre-production. But they already, the 5 of them are so vastly different from where we've been, and it's still our style, it's still our niche. It's just progressed, matured.
Definitely.
It's cool.
Yeah, we're definitely excited to write like a full-length record. We've always done EPs, so like to write, to set the goal to write 15 to 20 songs, and now once again, Johnny, like you said, brings a new flavor. So we're excited. We're hoping everyone is excited to hear the new material because we're definitely going to try to come out, swinging.
Yeah, it's first full length. Got to come out hard, and going back to the whole recording too, with Ryan Seaman, our manager, he's been helping us out so much with that too. So looking forward to what's going to happen. We don't really know what's going to happen yet as far as who's going to record the album, but all I know is it's going to be pretty rad once we figure that out.
We can't name drop right now, but we have
Things are really good.
some pretty heavy hitters in the songwriting industry, hopefully lined up for us to go and do some co-writes. And I don't want to drop any names right now, but we're excited. That's all I can say.
We're gonna under-promise you, but over-deliver. So Tom Bennett.
well said.
Yeah.
Well, guys, thank you guys so much for being on Hype Nation. Hype Nation, we are all about the local bands, and you guys are just doing big things, and you guys are just out there. So, Hype Nation, if you guys want more, with this band right here, assuming we survive, go to avmediagroup.com. We'll have the link. Throw you over to their guys' stuff, and there it is. Assuming we survive. Thank you guys so much
Thanks for having us.
for being on Hype Nation.